Hello Capricorn, thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Tarot Grand Lux by Cyril Marchetti. It's a usgamesinc.com distributed product. Feel free to check that out if you want to find it. Supportive Oracle cards, this is an older deck, early 2000s I'm pretty sure. It's by Lucy Cavendish. It's Magical Spell Cards by Lucy Cavendish, illustrated by Jesse Reish if you want to look up Jesse Reish's stuff. And there's a Hay House website here at the bottom. You might have to check out a search engine. I think the website has been updated, but I do think it's still around if you're interested. So if you look up hayhouse.com on a search engine, you should find it. Or if you look up Lucy Cavendish, I think Lucy still does stuff. I don't know. I don't know off the top of my head. But if you're looking for a mystery, feel free. There's this card. I don't know if I can get it. It's like sticking out. I don't know if I like that idea, but it's there. So it's face down. We'll see if we need it later. It's up here. Okay, so it goes up with this. What is it? It is the release of a block. Okay, so it's the Two of Swords coming in with energy. There's the release of a block going on here. Okay, so the block is being released. Somebody else is ready to move forward, but they're not moving forward. The block has been released. It's time to move forward, but I'm getting this as the challenge card. The Magician here. So Capricorn is usually quite stable and reliable in the sense of, like, if we're going to do something, let's think it out, let's make sure it's going to last and make sense. Like, let's get something out of it. You don't usually just do things on a whim just for the fun of it. Not if it's of anything of substance. Like, you're not going to buy a house or a vehicle, or, like, I even feel like, if, for example, if you're going to buy a game for the family, you're like, well, let's look at what most people are going to enjoy, and let's try to get the best game, and let's make sure we can hold on to it and use it for further future events. So it's like you think things out more. So somebody taking their time to think things out, all right, I feel like you can get behind that. Like, yeah, sort out your next move, think it out, make sure it's the right move. Fire. They're not making a decision, but it's almost like they're abstaining. They're doing other things. See, it's not like they're thinking about what they need to do. They're not thinking about this block that's been released. It's kind of like it's time to choose a college, and they're like, I'm going to go play basketball. It's kind of like, okay, wait a minute. I'm not saying you have to choose right away, but you need to start thinking about it. And, like, the window is going to close. You know what I mean? The window will close at some point, so we don't have forever to make this decision. I feel like Capricorn might also look at this like, you knew that block was going to be released at some point. You should have been thinking about it before now. But that's a whole nother thing. We are where we are, right? I think they already know what they want to do. But they're still not moving. It's time to move. Why aren't they moving? You've got the Knight of Pentacles on your side with trust. Kind of like, they don't have to, like, rush. And I'm not looking for them to rush. But I want them to make some movement forward. You want them to make some movement forward. And let me roll the dice on the trust card, because I'm like, I want to see something where I know this is going to go a good direction. You can't do anything right now. Okay. Eight of Pentacles. But I don't see the work being done. Like, is anything really being done? Has anything been done up to this point? I'm not seeing it. It's frustrating. I think you're going to get frustrated with this person, because what you're seeing is nothing. You're seeing the lack of action. Very obnoxious. Very unhappy. Not liking it. And you're like, we need to make this move forward. And you're like, I can't seem to make them move forward. They're over there playing basketball, and they should be choosing college. Just as an analogy, you know. Alright, so it's kind of like I'm annoyed. I'm trying not to be annoyed, but I am annoyed, is what it is. Kind of like, no, we should have this sorted out. I'm not saying you have to choose, but we should make some progress. At least consider some things. At least think about some things. Put some work into it. Come on. We got to decide. Thing is, there's something here. They are moving forward. If we're going to get into this energy, they're not communicating with you very well. They do know what they want. They just don't seem to have the confidence to bring it forward. It's kind of like they want to go to art school. And they're not really sure everybody's going to believe in them to do that or find that as a good idea. So it's like, art school can have a lot of good, lucrative careers. It can also have a lot of difficult avenues to be successful in if you don't have the appropriate talent, maybe. So it could be one of those things where people question, like, I haven't seen you do a lot of art in the past, and I don't understand why you think that's for you. So are you sure that's a lucrative way for you to go? What is up? I feel like they know what they want. They're just not talking about it, which is frustrating. Why are we so secretive? Judgment will go in their favor. They've got the Ace of Pentacles. They just gotta solidify it. They know what they want. It's almost kind of, though, there's so much energy in it, though, that they're not talking about it and they haven't made their move yet. But they know what they want. But this is almost like, I know what I want, and there's one or two choices. And they're like, if I don't get one or two choices, I'm just gonna do something else. I'm gonna go a different path. I'm not gonna go to college. It's kind of like, if I don't get one of my first two choices, then I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna do something else. And that's what they've already decided. But they're like, I don't want to argue with people over it. That's what I've decided. And they're very protective about where they're going and what they're thinking. This also, I feel like when I say it out loud, you might not be a fan of that either. Kind of like, well, wait a minute. What do you mean? If it's not choice one or two, you're just not going to do it. What does that mean? Like, are you going to work? Are you going to freeload? What are you supposed to do? Like, what are you doing? You're going to play basketball the rest of your life? What's going on? You might be like, I don't know if I like this. That's why they're kind of holding it back. They're kind of anticipating that. This does move forward at some point. I also feel like when I'm giving like the art thing, it may be something, it's something that may not be, you're like, I don't really think that's where they should go. I don't see the best career prospects for them going that way. I'd like them to go this way or that way, or, they're good at this stuff, they should do that. You might not be like very supportive in the sense of like, I don't know if that's really going to work. I don't know if that's a smart long-term plan. I do see you trying to communicate. Is that going to go well for Capricorn? Is the communication process going to go well for Capricorn? Fire. 5 of fire. No. And the 12, which is the Hanged Man again. Trying to communicate just seems to get you arguments and doesn't move anything forward. Thus, then again, we also see this here, feeling trapped, not getting things moving forward. Things are going to move forward in their own time. Things are going to actually move forward. When this person has decided what they're going to do and how they're going to do it, I almost feel like it's already been decided. It's just about putting it together the way they want, and they're just keeping it very private. They're not talking about it. For example, if they were going to go like either college A or college B and that's it, they're going to apply for that the best they can. They're going to keep it to themselves. They're not going to tell people where they've applied. I feel like they might be that secretive. And then the next time you hear about it is when they got what they wanted. And they're like, I've been accepted. And you're going to be like, accepted? Yep, I applied for this and I got it and that's where I'm going. And I feel like you might just kind of look at them like, okay. It's a very, it's going to move forward. And I feel like I'm looking at this when it finally does come forward, that it's going to be okay. I understand that it's going to be okay. You seem to be there. Like, it's okay. Do I think it's the best choice? I don't know about that. But I don't know if I could get behind it like this is the best way to do this. But I'm realizing they are doing something. They are moving forward. And I can either support this and help it move forward, or if I block it, or if I try to block it or get in the way, we're going to go back to square one. And it's like I feel like I realize how this person is. It's either they're going to do it the way they want to, or they're not going to do anything. So it's kind of like, if we're going to use the same analogy, I seem to be understanding if they're going to go to college, this is where they're going to go. This is how they're going to do it. If I stop it and they don't go there, they're not going to go anywhere, and they're just going to go into a regular job right off the bat, and that's where it's going to end. So it's like, and I feel like I'm going to back it up. I'm like, well, I'd rather they go to college and maybe something can evolve more lucrative. I do see you backing it up. I also see you kind of bothered by it, but backing it up because it does seem like it's an investment. It does seem like it's moving forward, but the Chariot is kind of contrary to Capricorn sometimes, and it can kind of hold you back a little bit. But it's kind of like either you have to get on board and help it work, or you stand against it and watch it completely fail. And I'm not here to watch it completely fail, because it's whoever you're dealing with. It's either their way or nothing. And I feel like you know that. You just got to make up your mind whether I'm going to be a part of the making it happen or if I'm just going to participate in the nothing, because there'll be literally nothing. And there's a hiccup with that. I don't really like it, but I feel like I understand what it is. You see it for what it is. I almost feel like maybe you can relate to it a little bit too. Because in certain things in life, I feel like Capricorn has definitely done that. Kind of like, if we're not going to do it my way, then I'm not going to be a part of it. It's just not, I'm not going to do it. Capricorn is usually strong like that. Like, you'll dig in your heels. Like, listen, if I need to be a part of this, then we do it my way. If you're not going to do it my way, find someone else. That has happened with Capricorn. Capricorn is extremely strong, especially when you push a Capricorn. They don't like that. They're like, nope, that's not going to happen. So maybe you can relate to them a little bit. Kind of like they're going to do it their way or forget it. Not always, but usually. Usually Capricorn can understand what that's like. Again, not saying you're agreeing with what they're doing. Just kind of like you can relate to it. That's all I'm saying. Anything else here? All right, I think we're done. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.